Hi there, Evan here with Crypto and Markets for Tuesday, July 17th, 2018. I'm not sure if y'all were following the Canadian media yesterday, but look at those headlines. God, they were trying to push a really bullish narrative on Canadian housing. They really sound desperate at this point. Again, I'm just going to go over two of the headlines and give my own personal take. Firstly, this one was at a Bloomberg Markets. Canadian home sales rose in June at the fastest pace this year, led by a 17% surge in Toronto. Again, coming off a low base because of the collapse in the alternative lenders, when everyone else thinks it was the foreign buyer's tax. Again, you know my take. I don't think that was the case. But it was off a low base, and the benchmark price is still down year over year. So again, magically left that out, right? And this one was out of the National Post. Toronto's 17% surge leads Canada's biggest gain in home sales this year. Again, same thing. But I think you all see the narrative by this point. Now again, I did a video on this a few months ago from an article based on an article done by Better Dwelling, talking about how the Canadian government was going to use the media to push a bullish narrative. When I see headlines like this, it just means they're desperate. That's all it means. It means Steve Suretsky, by the way, his troll game on Twitter for this is absolutely exceptional yesterday. I'll leave two of his tweets down below. Y'all should go read them. But anyways, what I'm saying is, when you see headlines like this, it's just them throwing crap on a wall to see if it'll stick. That's all it is at this point. And believe me, if this is what they're down to, I ain't worried. I ain't worried. Because if you follow my channel for the past year and a half, on my take on the market, I've been very consistent. And from what I see in the comments down below, very correct. Again, I did a video last year based on the April sales for 2017. And I told you it was the collapse in the alternative lenders that was causing the downturn in Toronto and not the foreign buyer's tax. And based on the sales numbers that were coming in, that turned out to be very correct. For Vancouver condos, the changes to the B20 income guidelines, and CIBC ending their student foreign investor program. I told y'all that was going to have an impact on Vancouver condos. And it has. So again, I'm sure y'all know this by now. I don't push what I put on this channel by narrative itself. I push it out by facts and analysis. And y'all in the comments see this. Now back to this propaganda point that the government's trying to push. Let's see. Can't push mortgages. CIBC came out there and said that their originations are going to be half of what they were last year. I mean, even this whole thing about the private lending space, yeah, okay. Off a very low base, it's gaining a lot of share. I understand that. But is it growing? No. Not enough really to make an impact at all. You can go look at the numbers. Up like 2% year over year. Again, when the rest of the market's down 50, really not going to do much. The Altays, forget it. So yeah, we can't push loans. Home equity lines of credit. Again, with the new stress test rules and the new loan-to-value rules as to how much of your home equity you can take out, directly impacts that market. So, no, can't do that. So, yeah, you see the point here, right? All I'm saying is they have to resort to these headlines because they can't base it off facts. And if you look at the metrics in the market, with what's going on in the market right now, or just what's going on in the market generally, y'all know there's nothing else they can push but this. And again, the downturn in the housing market now is starting to have impacts on the real economy as well. So yeah, you can't push a narrative, oh, housing's down, but the rest of the economy's good. Can't push that now. So you tell me, what are they down to? Down to this? Again, I ain't scared. All I can say is, just keep following this channel. I'll always have your back. And I'm always going to push the facts to you. That's my reason today for doing this video. And again, expect more headlines like this in the coming days. Expect more headlines coming out. Oh, on that point, the CEO of Royal LePage, I don't know if you've seen this, goes on, of all friends of mine, BNN last week, okay, and says that he expects the market to roar in the second half. So yeah, again, you're relying on sales reps tell you where the market's going to go. Yeah, salesman's going to always tell you the housing market's good. I mean, again, not everyone. There is a few honest ones out there, I will say. But for the most part, they're just salespeople. Oh, business is good. Business is good. Of course, they're always going to say that, right? So yeah. Just gotta get to the point here. When they're having to bring on heads of real estate agencies to push a bullish narrative, you know they have nothing to go on. So again, when I watch this, all I do is laugh and that's it. Honestly, I don't know what y'all do for that, but me, I just laugh and move on. Knowing that I've done the proper analysis to really know where things are headed, through the housing market, through the economy generally. So again, it's a good laugh, but that's it. And that's really all the media's come down to. It's just a good hysterical laugh and that's it. And again, if that's what they're down to, I ain't scared. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. And y'all will keep leaving your positive comments down below. Really all there is to it. By the way, before I go, I did do some analysis on the Russell 2000 yesterday on Twitter. Of course, the Russell 2000 is the U.S. small cap index. Small caps have a lot greater economic sensitivity because they're younger companies and they're a lot earlier, hence, in their growth process, which makes them a lot more economically sensitive. And by that, they're a great indicator of where the S&P and where the large caps are headed. That is showing some weakness. Again, I'll leave that chart down below. You can see my analysis there. And of course, there was a vote yesterday on Brexit. But another amendment put forth by the Remain crowd this morning. Again, I'll leave both of those articles down below from Zero Hedge for you to review. I still say they're pushing towards a hard Brexit. And this shows that. But again, you be the judge. Enough of me talking. Hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe for more. And as always, follow me on Twitter @CryptoMarkets2. Y'all have a good day.